Hey folks, this is Ben Gessel. Just going through my last shopping trip here today, the last one I had just today, and go through prices and why I picked what I picked. So let's get right to this here. And of course, we still have, because it's saying COVID-19 going on. It was weird having the one-way aisles at QFC. That was just kind of annoying, a little bit annoying. The only thing that bothers me is if somebody's acting like a jerk when I didn't see them and I was close than 6 feet to them, but wasn't breathing their direction, that kind of stuff. That's really the main thing that grinds my gears, because there's no way in heck that they could get COVID-19 from me when I wasn't even breathing in their direction. And I don't have it myself either, so anyway. And they got masks on, many of these people, so whatever. Okay. Some of the stuff I might not remember exactly what it was, but I'll do my best. This OT Shine Citrus Multi-Qua. Oh, I know what this is, I think. These are popsicles. No, sorry, the second and third items. No, I'm sorry. What's going on here? Oh yeah. So those first three I think are popsicles. And I like the Outshine popsicles basically. Yeah, it's Outshine. Just spelling them differently, I guess. But it's real fruit and it's very refreshing. So that's kind of one of my goodies right now. And it's got some frozen chimichangas. It's also one of my indulgences that's not super healthy, but Monterey beef and bean chimichangas are one of my go-tos for omega. I have to eat something really quick. Don't have a lot of time or energy. Don't want to make something really fancy. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Got a little bit of tri-tip steak, not too much, just a few of them. Some pork ribs. That was basically those last three. Or these three, the two tri-tips and the pork ribs are the only red meats I got as far as actual meat. And then my three organic chickens. So I'm going easier on the meat and poultry somewhat overall, in addition to my chimichangas and stuff. So then we got a whole bunch of canned stuff. And I do mean this is all adding to my food storage. I mean soups and corn and green beans and peaches and tropical fruit and more peaches. And oh yeah, there was a deal on Special K. I usually don't get Special K cereal. Crispix, of course, it's a little bit more pricey there, but I love Crispix. Usually, again, cereal's not the biggest thing on my list often, but got it anyway. Got some almonds and some garlic and some more canned stuff. Mandarin oranges, chili, some herbs and stuff, thyme, basil, rosemary. A little bit more on the cheaper end, somewhat. These are QFC. Progressive soup, corn, soup. So a lot of this chickeny, noodly stuff, soup. Again, turmeric, curry, garam masala, all more reasonably priced. Spices. So it kind of buffed up my herbs and spices a little bit. Cashews. Again, corn, green beans, corn. Some corned beef hash, 2 of them. Chilies. Nally tamales. Those beef tamales. And then a little bit of tuna. Canned tuna. More beef tamales. These are all food storage things. Green beans. Then some grapes. Red grapes. Definitely was trying to emphasize fruit a bit. And of course, pasteurized eggs. That big one is the trail mix. I've got some Northwest of our trail mix type stuff. Organic blueberries. Some organic raspberries and regular raspberries. It's a good sale to have right now. Some pistachios. A lot of avocados, as you can see. Definitely went avocado heavy. Trying to get a lot of nutrients there. And then grapefruit in a jar. So they had some big tubs of grapefruit. Those looked really good. Some tangelos. some romaine and green leafy lettuce, and fresh cilantro for veggies, some bananas, carrots, a whole bunch of carrots actually. 2 bunches of organic carrots, honey mangoes, also some fresh grapefruit. So we went heavier in grapefruit this time. Then a whole bunch of orange juice, and this is like pulp free and calcium plus vitamin D and mango plus the regular stuff plus some blueberry type naked stuff in a berry blend. That big one is the olive oil, so that will last me a while. Extra virgin olive oil, then some almond milk. 2 of them are regular, 4 of them are actually chocolate almond milk. And they have the tricalcium phosphate, so I'm getting the calcium and stuff like that. I forgot to get supplements, but I'm doing pretty good without supplements right now, I think, overall. Just making sure to get some vitamin D and also try to get some vitamin K. I'm going to try to do a report on how well I'm doing on vitamin K stuff and that K2 stuff I've mentioned quite a little while back, if I'm feeling better, healthier because of that stuff. So, as you can see, I really tried to emphasize, again, getting my food storage a bit more buffed up, which it is right now. It would probably last me at least a few months, I think now, the food storage I have. And so it's actually getting pretty respectably sized. And if I added it to it even more, yeah, I mean, I'd be set. But even now, I could probably withstand temporary loss of power and stuff. Just be eating stuff out of the can, which is not heated, which, whatever, but it would at least suffice. And, I hope at least I have some degree of ability to keep some of my produce in order, at least for, I don't know. It's always hard to say how long fresh produce would last without the power. I don't want to think about no power, but I'm thinking right now it's just mainly economics I'm worried about. But you don't need to hear this from me, but it's like if you're making less than you usually would, it's still kind of nerve-wracking because we're supposed to get help from the government, but haven't got the checks yet. So anyway, I don't want to talk about that too much, but I made just nutrient wise going through. Most of this stuff is what I usually tend to get, but I was really big on vitamin C, and you get my food storage and also less expensive foods somewhat, and to a certain extent a little bit of meat with some of the stuff. I'm mindful of zinc. Zinc is what I'm curious about. I don't know if I really need it right now, like just zinc on its own. I've heard that's really helpful to have. But I'm not totally skimping on things like nuts and eggs and also, beanie soups and green beans and veggies. I'm trying to make sure I get minerals in there. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was trying to get somewhat healthier stuff as well. The only sweets I really got were the popsicles, which were 100% fruit, by the way, toward the top. And I had some fruit juice, but it's still pretty passable, in my opinion. Better than junky stuff, somewhat. It's all right. And then, I didn't get as much sausagey, bacony stuff, at least at QFC, compared to recently. It can kind of, the foods that can kind of make you feel blah. And I know this, because I've eaten really healthy at, PCC Natural Markets last year. And I remember how I felt just from that stuff. And I've doing pretty good, but I've been eating a little bit of food storagey stuff. More to the point, I think it's kind of a combination of top ramen plus, not too much of that stuff really, but it's kind of, a little bit of the sausagey, chorizo-y stuff, and a lot of tang. A little too much tang. But yeah, some of the stuff, if you have, you feel a little bit more blah than you usually would with a more whole foods diet. So I'm trying to stick with that a bit. And anyway, yep. So mainly healthy foods, and try to have the canned stuff. I'm saving most of it again for food storage. I'm just slowly picking away at some of that stuff, more of the fruit. I just, man, I needed to get some fruit. So I did get a wide variety of different fruity stuff. Most of it's whole foody stuff, and some of it's other stuff. But anyway, if you have any comments, thoughts, nutrition, critiquey things, leave them thoughts and comments below. Anything else I was going to mention? Again, a lot of this stuff is for food storage. So as you can see, some of it's really, really healthy for you, and some of it is food storagey stuff, which is not the most amazing stuff for you. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.